Boom, monkeys. Welcome back to the Crypto Boogie channel. I am glad to be back on this Saturday evening. Hope you guys have been kicking ass in the crypto space. Bear with me, cats. Bear with me. How you guys doing tonight? Do me a favor, monkeys. Go ahead and like the video. I've seen 7 people in the freaking chat. Give this freaking video a like. Today we are going to cover the memes, the fragrance of the day. And we're also going to go over a couple of freaking coins that I think are at a pretty damn good value or are going to be at a pretty damn good value because we are approaching a dip. And this dip does seem something that's natural, and it does seem something that's actually pretty normal when we have a Bitcoin halving. I'm sure you cats already know that we had a Bitcoin halving yesterday. You know what I'm saying? So let's go hit up the freaking memes. Let's see what the memes say, son. Vamos a ver. Let's see what we got on the memes, homie. Make sure they are prepped and ready for you cats. Now, some of these memes are freaking classic. I don't know if you guys used to watch any of the mother freaking wrestling back in the day, WCW and things of that nature, bro. But Sting was always one of my favorite freaking wrestlers. For you cats that are Gen Xers here, and maybe some of you millennials, you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. The freaking wrestling scene in the United States was off the freaking chain during the 90s, man. And especially with the whole NWO, WCW thing. I thought it was pretty freaking dope, bro. And it just goes to show the skit I'm going to show you cats how much things have changed on basic TV. You play something like this, bro, dude, you're not going to see you're not going to see any of this shit on TV. So let's go over to the memes. Enough talking about this shit. You guys are going to laugh, man. And what a way to start this Saturday evening. Now it says, when you go over to the single mom's house and her son won't fall asleep.
Wow, the stinger.
Timmy, I'm from the Dream Come True Fantasy Foundation. You ready to wrestle?
You bet. Mom! Hold on. Now I'm ready. Wow, the stinger.
One
Timmy,
more time.
I'm from the Dream Come True Fantasy Foundation. You ready to wrestle?
You bet. Mom! Hold on. Now I'm ready.
I'm tempted to put that on a freaking third freaking time. You don't see shit like this anymore, bro. You never see shit this extreme anymore, bro. Oh my gosh, dude. You could tell a Gen Xer made this shit, bro. You could tell he came up with this type of commercial, bro. Shit. Now, here's a little misogynistic one in a funny sense. I'm not really misogynistic. I just think shit like this is funny, bro. It is fun comedy, especially amongst us dudes, bro. She thought she was onto something. Here we go.
I think it's funny how guys get man caves and girls don't. What's the female equivalent to a man cave?
Well, you're standing in one, babe. Very expensive one. It's called a kitchen. Okay. Well, I'm going to head out.
I think
Oh my gosh, bro. I love making freaking jokes like that, dude. Hope you cats enjoyed that, man. I hope you, especially that Stinger one, man. That Sting one had me rolling when I first initially saw it back in the 90s, dude. Oh my freaking goodness. Shout out to the people in the chat. Shout out to my amigo Black Label Expat. Hey, what's going on, dog? What is going on? We got my other amigo here, Mr. Mechanics. Give me some more dips, porfas. Hey, you got it, man. Dips are on the way. I'm hoping they're on the freaking way. I would be freaking completely disappointed if we don't go for a freaking dip, even though I'm almost completely out of dry powder, bro. But I can feel you pain. I know a lot of the sentiment from a lot of the freaking senior crypto guys, man, is that they're all out of dry powder. I got some homies. I mean, they're pretty financially set. They're squared away, and they're pretty damn fiscally, financially responsible and stuff like that, man. And, dude, they're getting loans, homie. Some of my friends are even getting loans, dude, to buy some of that crypto dip, bro. But hey, I don't blame them, bro. I don't freaking blame them, especially if they're responsible people, bro. Now, no, Boogie is not telling you go get a freaking loan, bro, to go get some crypto. I'm not saying that. No, absolutely not. I'm not saying that. It's just that some of my homies that are very responsible, I mean, they're getting a little bit of a freaking loan to continue buying this last final dip we may be heading to, or bigger final dip that we may be heading to versus a lot of little micro ones we're probably going to get after this dip, man. You know what I'm saying? So let's move on to the first freaking coin of the day, which of course is boring ass freaking Bitcoin. Let's see what we got on BTC, son. Bitcoin current value 65,229. Man, you could tell that it's continuously bouncing within this box of support. It comes back in here, it pops up, it'll probably come back down, it'll pop up, and I expect it to do that continuously. Now, of course, we do have the support line that's running up into the right fashion, this yellow and color support line. For you cats that can't see, this is what I'm talking about here, man. And we could see Bitcoin bouncing off of that, especially within this box. Now, if you're noticing this box, we do have a little bit of a an ascending triangle right here. Now, for you cats that don't know technical analysis, ascending triangles mean that we usually bump to the upside. But look at the size of the symmetrical triangle compared to this size. It's significantly smaller. And usually, symmetrical triangle, ascending triangle. Now, usually when you get in an ascending triangle, what ends up happening? You guys know? We end up freaking rising. We end up pumping pretty hard. But unfortunately, it did not play out this time. These are not 100% indicators. It don't always play out that way. And even though we have a big ass ascending triangle here and we have a smaller one here, does not necessarily mean we're going to completely run to the upside. Now, mind you, I may be wrong. But what I am noticing, if you go over to the weekly, well, I'll go to the weekly momentarily because that's a different chart. But if we activate our EMA ribbon, you could see that we are in a battle within the EMA ribbon and we're trying to break out of it. Now, if we break out of it, are we going to completely run to the upside? What I'm seeing is no, off the top of my head. But of course, I could be wrong. I have been wrong before. You know what I'm saying? But it looks like we're probably going to come retrace back to this area of support, this box down here. And that value is approximately at about 52,000. And you can see that the 200 EMA is moving in that fashion upwards. Now, we are looking at the chart on the daily. Let's go over to the weekly to see how it is doing on the weekly. You know what I'm saying? Vamos a ver. Let's see. Present, share screen. And let's go over the weekly, son. I do have a weekly chart here for you cats. Now, you guys have seen this before. And this fourth Elliott wave used to be down in this area here in the price range of about $60,000. And I thought we were going to end up retracing back or going into price discovery into the fifth portion of the Elliott wave. You know what I'm saying? Now, mind you, this is what the Elliott wave looks like. Now, if you guys check out Charlie's channel, he had a little bit different than me. He had an extended fifth wave. That's not pretty common, but hey, he's a better TA guy than I am. And he probably knows what he's talking about. So not to say that I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just keeping things conventional. I'm keeping things textbook. That's the way I want to do things because I want to cross my T's, dot my I's, because I don't want to give you guys bad alpha. So what I went ahead and did, you can see that this fourth portion of the Elliott wave plays out perfect right there, right? But since we do expect to have a little bit of weakness on the weekly, and let me go turn off this freaking shit right here. You can see that as we zoom into the candles, this is the highest area we have to break. And if I would have shown you this on the daily, we're around day 31 to 29 as far as our 60-day cycle goes. And we do have to break out of this area here. These are the areas we do need to beat before we run to the upside. And there's not a lot of support if we break down below this area of about 60,000 or 59,735, which likely means we'll come retrace back down to this zone down here. You guys see this conglomerate of candles? Let me zoom in for you guys that are in a truck, that are trucking and shit like that. This area down here. I'm hitting it up with my little cursor here. We're probably going to revisit that. Now, let me turn my indicators back on. So it would not surprise me if this fourth portion of the Elliott wave, boom, hits this green line that we have here at about 52,876. Maybe it'll wick and it'll go down a little bit lower here to about 49,046. I don't think it'll go down that low. And if it does, it'll probably be in a wick. And then we'll probably continue our rally to the upside. Historically, when we do have Bitcoin halvings, there's been incidents where it's been 3 months before we rally, or we start rallying pretty damn hard after the Bitcoin halving. And some instances, it's been one whole freaking month before we pump to the upside. So that could pretty much end up happening. And that may be why Charlie's pretty correct, or Cultivate Crypto is pretty correct, that this next coming month's going to be kind of bearish. Hint, hint, probably that's why they're releasing the next crypto mindset course in 6 or 7 days. You know what I'm saying? or the crypto mindset course is not launching in 6 or 7 days, but in other words, reserving your position in the crypto mindset course is in approximately 6 or 7 days because of that. Because they want to give you some alpha as we dip into the market, and you guys can buy a little bit more. I've got some dry powder, not a lot. I've already bought a lot of the bottoms, man. Maybe I'll hopefully I sell my car, bro. I'm trying to sell a classic car that I have so I could end up buying a little bit more freaking of the dip, if anything. We got my amigo here, Crypto Chameleon, Mike. Chameleon, you talking about this mic, or are you talking about you want me to cover the mic token? Because I do have the mic token prepped. If I do see another reply from you in this chat, man, I'll go ahead and cover the mic token and try to help you out, man. I'm saying I do have that chart prepped, hence why I will freaking show that shit. Now, the next token that I do want to cover is none other than freaking Phantom. Let's see how Phantom's doing, man. Now, this is a Phantom on the daily, man. Current value is at about 77 cents. I'm noticing that it's having a difficult time following its 20-day cycles, or what it's doing, it started a new cycle here on this date here, which was April 5th. Because if we run April 5th all the way to this dip over here, that would be 29 days. That's not very common as far as 20-day cycles goes. So we could probably start it here, and that means that we'll come and beat this dip here, which the value of that is at approximately 54 cents. So if I push this sucker out to about day 21, you're talking about April 26th, well, we may end up dipping and compromising that area right there. For you guys that can't see the wick, let me go ahead and zoom in a little bit so you guys can see exactly what I'm talking about, man. So I could see Phantom retracing back down here into this white and red box, and that value is at about 54 cents. If things play out well, maybe we'll get it down here to about 50 cents. We do have this area of support, this peak over here, man, and that's what's holding it up, along with these small freaking candles over here on the daily. So that's what I'm seeing on the Phantom chart. And I know you cats are very bullish on Phantom. The thing is, Miguel's right when he talks about that people, when they have a little bit of scarcity, when it comes to coins, when the coins are bearish, like when Phantom was down here at about 16 cents, nobody wants to freaking buy. Nobody wants to freaking buy. And I mean, I can understand why they don't want to buy, because usually what drives a coin down that low is FUD in the market, or there's something bad going on with a token. Of course, we had that multi-chain freaking Phantom compromise of the Phantom that was stolen from the Phantom Foundation by the multi-chain people. I don't really want to call it a multi-chain hack. And that's why nobody wanted to buy. I tried buying what I could, but I was way too busy trying to acquire Pulse Chain, PulseX, and a little bit of Hex, man. So if you do manage to get Phantom down here at the area of about 50 cents to 54 cents, dude, that's one hell of a freaking buy. With the way Bitcoin's probably going to the downside, it would not surprise me. It would not surprise me if Phantom starts retracing back down here. I think the first area we'll stop at will probably be at 70 cents flat. So food for freaking thought, monkeys. That would be a nice place to lightly nibble onto this token. And then as it continues to dip and as it approaches 50 cents, 54 cents, then I would start putting in a little bit more dinero into this freaking coin. That's just me. This is not financial advice. Now, you cats can see that I have the EMA ribbon up, and you can see that the EMA ribbon is over the value of the current candle that we are printing right now. And it's kind of forcing it down. It's pushing it to the downside. And you could see that the 200 EMA is pushing to the upside, and it's exactly at this area of about 55 cents, very close to this area of about 54 cents and 50 cents. So it only makes sense. It would only make sense that that's the way Phantom's going to go. Let's check this sucker out on the weekly, man. Let's see how it's doing on the weekly, son. Let me turn this sucker off here, and let's see how FTM is doing on the weekly. And you could tell, man, on the weekly, it's evident which way we're heading. As we start dipping down, this is why I'm not a fan of these Giga Chad freaking bullish engulfing candles, because there's not a lot of support going to the downside. Of course, we do have this peak over here of about 57 cents, another peak here of about 52 cents. And the 52 cents, if you see this sucker right here, you can see that we have support. We are on the necks of the candles over here and also in the necks of the candles over here. And we're making contact with the wick of this candle over here, man. So there is decent support at about 52 cents. So I know you cats sometimes take things literally, man. And actually, when I say Boogie says 50 cents or Charlie says 50 cents or Miguel says 50 cents, you have to wait. There's nothing wrong catching it 2 cents above, man. What is 2 cents difference, bro? And you mitigate risk of not even catching the value of the token where you wanted it at. So 52 cents is actually at a very good value to get a good portion of the Phantom token. And if it dips harder, hey, man, dude, get some more. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm seeing on Phantom. Let's see how it looks with the EMA ribbon. And you can see that the EMA ribbon is actually at the right under the current wick that we have right now. And that value is at about 61 cents. So it would not surprise me if we come retrace down here to about 52 cents or first 57 cents and then come back down to 52. So food for thought, monkeys. Food for freaking thought. And we got my amigo here, Angry Twinkie. Hey, Twinkie, you had a dope-ass stream today, bro. Make sure you cats follow this guy. We are having a tacos and kimchi freaking episode on Thursday, this coming Thursday. So make sure you mark that on your calendars, monkeys. And the memes are going to be Asian and they're going to be on fire. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, now that we covered a little bit of Phantom, since we're on the topic of Phantom, I'm basically going to blow your eyes out because we're going to the freaking charting tool that I hate freaking using, and that's CoinTrader Pro, and everything there is super bright white. You know what I'm saying? So the first token I wanted to talk about, man, that nobody's really, well, some people are paying attention to it, but there's another token after this that I want to show you cats that you guys know about, but nobody ever freaking pays attention to, man. But first, let's go over to Spooky Swap, or better known as Boo. Current value is at about $1.88. You can see that we're starting to retrace back to the upside. As far as the 14-day cycle goes on this bad boy, it may be, monkeys, that we've already printed our 14-day cycle here on April 19th. If it does end up dipping lower than that, it'll be around, I'd say around April 26th. But more than likely, we are starting a new cycle. Of course, it would not surprise me if Boo comes all the way up over here, makes contact with this area of about $1.94 before we start retracing to the downside as the rest of the freaking Bitcoin market goes down. Now, you guys can see that the 100 moving average is currently under the current value right now, and all the other freaking moving averages, the 50 is way above and the 200 is way down here, and that area is at about $1.19. Now, if Boo does come down, the first area where it's going to stop at is approximately at $1.57. Then it would need to battle its way down to about $1.45, and then it would need to come down here to about $1.28. Let's see how it's doing on the Bollinger Bands. And you can see as far as the Bollinger Band goes, or the bottom portion of the Bollinger Band goes, it's at about $1.41. But let's see stronger details on this token by checking it out on the weekly. Let's see what it entails on the weekly, son. Now, on the weekly, the first area of support that I am seeing is here at about $1.57. And then we could possibly come all the way down here to about $1.08 or $1.14. So those would be good areas to freaking DCA in hard. The first area I would probably throw a good chunk of my dinero would be here at about $1.57, bro. Now, why am I talking about Boo? And why do I say that nobody's paying attention to it? Let's go over to CoinGecko and let me show you what I'm talking about, man. Now, CoinGecko is only showing currently a market cap of about 18 million, man. There's a lot of other coins that got a bigger market cap than that. So comparing that to other coins, of course, it has to do with liquidity, how much liquidity there is in circulation as well, man. But mind you, this is a pretty damn good value. Boo, if we go back to the chart, let me show you the all-time high for you boots out there, or the brand new people that have never been to this channel before. The all-time high for Boo last freaking crypto cycle was up over here. Let's go over to the weekly, son. Well, we are on the weekly. You're talking about $40. So it would not surprise me if Boo does a 2x or a 3x off the bottom, and you could easily say that this sucker go up to $100, man. That would not surprise me, if anything. You know what I'm saying, monkeys? Now, here on the weekly, one thing I am noticing Let's see if I got my Elliott waves here. This could be a wave 1, and we're possibly heading down to a wave 2. And then we could probably go up to a wave 3 here at about $15.88 before we retrace back down here to about $4.49. And then we would come up over here into price, well, not price discovery, and we would possibly stop here at about 39 bucks. That's the way it could play out. Now, mind you, where am I getting these points? The first area of support that I'm getting at is at about $1.14 because you could see that on the charts. And then if it does pop up, if it does end up popping up, we would possibly go here to about $3 because I do have these areas of support here and here. And if it does retrace back down to the fourth portion of the Elliott wave, I'm getting my support areas from this line over here. And then it would go back up and possibly stop here at about $39, which is close to the all-time high. I do know this sucker did go up to $40. Now, mind you, all the shit that I'm talking about is speculation, cats. It's not guaranteed 110%. That's just what I'm seeing on the Elliott wave and its possible possibilities as we start heading down towards this dip. So food for freaking thought, monkeys. That is one of the freaking coins that I do like on doggone Spooky Swap on the Phantom freaking chain, if anything. And the next one I'm going to talk about is Beats. And nobody ever pays attention to Beats, son. Of course, it is showing Beats as a value of about 7 million market cap, bro. Now, this is not the end-all, be-all. I do know that Richard Hart does call market cap solely a vanity metric. But nevertheless, we are going to use these tools because we can see how much people are paying attention to a certain token. You know what I'm saying? And let's go over the charts on this bad boy. Do I have Beats set up? Yeah, I do. Now, Beats on the daily current value is at about 3 cents, almost 4 cents, because you can see that it's 3 cents and 90% of a penny at the time being. And it does seem like it's wanting to pop up. You could see that it's currently approaching the 50-day moving average of a point of about 45 cents, and it could possibly stop here at about 42 to 45. As far as the 20-day cycle goes on this bad boy, we're currently barely at about day 15, and we could probably end up stopping here at about day 21. I'm assuming that if it does run all the way up over here to about 49 cents and we do dip a little bit, we'll probably stop here at about, did I say 49 cents? I meant 4 cents and 44% of a penny, and we'll possibly stop here at about 4 cents and 19% of a penny, man, before we start coming back down. Nobody's talking about this token. I do know that Beats in itself, they do have some liquidity over on Optimism side, and they do have a decent amount of liquidity on Phantom side. They still have their liquidity pools freaking running, man. And I think it's a balancer fork, man, on Beats.fi. So food for thought, monkeys. That's how Beats is looking at the time being. But we cannot deviate from Beats yet till we see how it's doing on the weekly. Now, let me shut this down for you cats so you guys can see a little bit better as to what I'm talking about, man. You can see that Beats is still going up over here, and it'll possibly stop here at about 52 cents. This is on the weekly. And then we could end up retracing back down here to about 33 cents. And if we break that, where would we stop at, man? We have a stopping point here at about 2 cents and 51% of a penny. So food for thought, monkeys. Of course, that would be a freaking Hail Mary if we do catch it at that value. Hopefully, I still have enough dry powder so I could end up aping into freaking Beats, if anything, man. You know what I'm saying? So food for thought, monkeys. That's what I have covered as far as the Phantom ecosystem goes, man. I do think Phantom's going to do freaking fabulous. I'm glad freaking Michael Kahn got his shit straight, man. And I do like the fact that I'm seeing Andre Cronje a lot busier on freaking Twitter, if anything. You know what I'm saying? Got my amigo here, freaking Black Label Expat. I like CoinGecko because they give you ETH checkbox on the chart to see gains versus ETH. If a token is not consistently outpacing ETH, then I would rather just hold ETH. That is damn straight, bro. He's actually pretty right. VeChain is one of those tokens, man. When I was a brand new crypto boot, bro, and I was barely getting into the freaking crypto market, that's one of the tokens I will hold, man, until I listen to Charlie. He goes, dude, it'll pump, bro, and it'll possibly outperform Bitcoin eventually, but it's not outperforming it now. So you really want to be involved in tokens that are at least outperforming ETH. So yeah, shout out to you, Black Label Expat. That is very correct, man. That is very, very freaking correct, dude. You definitely want to check to see how it's doing against freaking ETH. Because if you don't, man, and you're just getting a slow ass freaking token, there's other tokens you can be involved in. You know what I'm saying? We got my amigo here, large and in charge. Just made it. Hey, I'm glad you're here, bro. I'm glad you're here, bro. Now, since we've already covered Bitcoin, we've covered Phantom, we've covered freaking we've covered Beats, and we've covered Boo. Let's move on to a token that I think is going to do fucking fabulous, and that is none other than motherfucking ILV, son. And here we go. This is currently the ILV chart. It was at 101 bucks. It's currently at $101. Funny thing is, of course, you cats know through Miguel that I like drinking freaking doggone McDonald's coffee. I always get a small McDonald's coffee and I drink it black, bro, because I don't really fuck with sugar too much. Every now and then, if I've already broken my fast, I'll get it with a little bit of cream and stuff like that. And I was talking to the McDonald's worker, man, because I'm always stopping by there to go get my freaking doggone freaking coffee and shit like that, man. And we started chatting up a conversation, and I referred him to Dollar Cost Crypto, and I referred him to freaking Charlie's channel, bro. He goes, dude, I don't understand any of this. Well, he's been watching the show a little bit more, and he goes, dude, I don't know which token to buy, man. They talk about so much. And I was like, bro, I'll keep it simple for you, man. If you want a token that's going to do well, bro, that's proven itself, man, that's Illuvium. And when I told him that Illuvium was at about 92 bucks, give or take, or at about $93, and I taught him the rule of three. Of course, dude, you're working at McDonald's, man. You are not making a lot of bank, bro. So I told him, I know it's difficult, bro. Dude, 300 bucks, bro. I get it. But I taught him the rule of three, man. I'm like, dude, just get Illuvium. If it goes down to 30 bucks, don't get scared. Buy more, bro. You know what I'm saying? Of course, man. I mean, I want this cat to make it, man. Dude, freaking work. Restaurant work is hard work, bro. And especially being a freaking Zoomer nowadays, bro. A lot of those cats can't afford a lot of stuff out there, dude, because the cost of everything is so inflated right now. And I'm saying, hence why I really don't want them to cut rates yet, bro, because when they cut rates, bro, dude, the cost of shit is going to go freaking up, bro. Fucking food, fucking cars, real estate, all of it's going to freaking go up because we're basically releasing dinero back into the market, man. So, yeah, man, I told him, like, dude, I get where you're coming from, homie. So I dropped him a little bit of alpha. Hey, dude, Illuvium, it's not a bad freaking token, bro. And it's not difficult to buy, especially for freaking brand new boots into the freaking crypto space. You know what I'm saying? And the reason I say that is, dude, it's difficult learning DeFi, bro. You actually have to sit down with somebody, teach them how to use the freaking bridge, teach them how to freaking swap, teach them about liquidity pools. If they want to learn advanced shit, teach them about slippage, teach them about freaking buying on what exchange, because which token's more liquid. Like, dude, just buy some freaking Illuvium on Coinbase, bro. Don't download the freaking Coinbase wallet, bro. And I told him just at 3 a.m, this is how you send your freaking tokens over there. He goes, well, why don't I just keep it on the exchange? Because the exchanges will freaking F you, dude. They will F you royally and keep your shit. You know what I'm saying? So I was educating him on that. And I told him, bro, yeah, Illuvium's probably going to dip right now to the great value, man. And currently the value of Illuvium is at about 101 bucks and 9 cents. So if we activate the EMA ribbon on this bad boy, dude, you could tell that we're kind of riding the 200 EMA on this sucker right over here, man. And we're slightly above that, not by much. And it does seem that our battle to the upside is going to be stopped here at about 108 bucks. Now, I haven't measured from the last time I looked at Illuvium, so let's grab this measuring tool and see where we're at currently today. And it does seem here on day 7, it would make sense that this would be the bottom. But I mean, it would be way too early to have an 8-day cycle, man. Way, way, way too freaking early. So I would continue counting this. We're barely on about day 15, bro. So maybe about day 21, give or take, bro. That may be when we start dipping again. And I'm hoping we go past this point of about $82 freaking dollars. You know what I'm saying? And that is currently the value of Illuvium right now. If we activate our Bollinger Bands, let's see if the sucker's overheated, man. You can see that it's not too overheated, but it does have room to travel up over here, the 20 moving average, and that's at about 110 bucks. How does that coincide with the EMA ribbon? It's perfect, bro. Perfect with the EMA ribbon, if anything. You know what I'm saying? Let's check this sucker out on the weekly, man. Let's see what entails us on the weekly with this bad boy. Almost have that. Present share screen. And Illuvium is one of those freaking tokens, bro. It's pretty damn safe in my opinion. This is what it looks like on the weekly. And I am noticing that it is within this trend going to the upside. I do have this strong resistance point, and mind you, these are weekly candles. We've got about what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 candles making contact with this point here of about $143. So that's going to be a battle that it's going to have to freaking beat. But it's also sandwiched between this red freaking trend line that I have here, or the support line. Let me make it freaking let me make the pixelation a little bit bigger so you guys can see exactly what I'm talking about. And it's bouncing between that area there, that little channel. Now, I'm assuming and I am hoping that we do break down lower and we do end up stopping here at about $75. And if we are lucky, which I don't think we'll be that lucky, we'll catch it down here to about $68. I think I'll find it pretty difficult if we get down here to about $57, maybe on a wick, bro. I don't know. I don't think we will go down that low, man. But, dude, every check, bro, 1 or 2 Illuvium. Boom. Buy some, bro. Now, Illuvium possibly will run back up to its all-time high here of about $19. I think we'll blow past that and possibly even go up into the $4,000 range or maybe into the $8,000 range. So food for thought, monkeys. This is what it's looking like on the freaking weekly. If you activate our moving averages, you can see that the 50 is right below the current value that we do have now. So that's another area of support that we do have. The 200 and all the other ones are a little bit too high for it. You know what I'm saying? Activate our Bollinger Bands, and we still have room to travel down here to the first standard deviation of about $60. This is on the weekly, mind you. And this is the deets we do have on freaking ILV. So yeah, monkeys, this is the shit that we got here, man. This is what I'm seeing. Let's look at the comment section. See, pretty active freaking comment section here. And he asked me, are McDonald's workers making 20? Nombre. No, dude. No way, bro. McDonald's workers ain't making $20 over here in Texas. Now, at least not that I know of, bro. No way, bro. Especially in, dude, like, I think Texas has some of the poorest counties in the nation, bro. Yes. Especially the border states, bro. There's no way, bro, that McDonald's can afford to pay its freaking workers $20 an hour, bro. These areas are too freaking poor, bro, and that McDonald's does not generate enough revenue to pay for that shit, bro. McDonald's would basically have to shut down, bro, and move on to a bigger city, if anything, dude. I don't think that's going to end up happening, man. You know what I'm saying? And I heard about what you're talking about, freaking Tex-Mex. You know what I'm saying? That Mickey D's freaking workers in freaking doggone Cali, they're making $20 an hour, bro. And I heard like a whole freaking meal, a Big Mac meal. You're talking about 18 freaking bucks. That's not even supersizing the motherfucker, bro. That is wild, son. $18 for a fucking Big Mac? Dude, nah, I'm good. I am freaking good, bro. So, even, dude, wow. Tex-Mex, I mean, Large in Charge, do me a favor, bro. Next time you come in the stream, find out for me, man, what the value is of a small black coffee or a medium black coffee at McDonald's, bro. I'm assuming it's like $4 or $5, dude. That would be freaking nuts, dude. You know what I'm saying? And I guarantee you, bro, if they're working at Mickey D's, dude, over there where you're at, it's only a couple of employees they have, and the majority of the shit's automated, bro, if anything. Because, dude, that's unsustainable, bro. There's no way you can pay freaking McDonald's workers like that, dude. And speaking of shit like that, bro, I've heard of rumors going around like that in areas of fast food places, bro. Why would jailers at a jail or police officers at a small agency want to work in law enforcement, bro, when they can make more dinero off freaking Mickey D's? You know what I'm saying? Why? And the thing is, a lot of these small agencies, they can't afford to pay for freaking jailers that much, bro. They can't compete. You know what I'm saying? The county isn't generating enough revenue to cover these employees, if anything, man. That's freaking wild, son. You know what I'm saying? Ay. So yeah, man. Man, back to Large and in Charge. ILV will melt faces. I completely concur with you, man. Now, we got my amigo here, Frequency Flow. Is your forecast for Illuvium top still 4K, or do you agree with DCC that it might hit 7K? Well, if you watch my last stream, look at my stream history, bro. And I think I did a stream with doggone, what's his face, dude? That one Asian kid. Why am I not remembering his name? Agent J from the DGen Roundtable, we looked at Illuvium, bro, and you could see that Illuvium can run all the way up to $9,000. Now, if you cats are in the crypto mindset freaking course or in the Citadel, we actually had a meeting with the Warwicks, bro, and dude, they give us some phenomenal numbers if ETH performs the way we would like it to perform, bro, that are way, way above the value of about $8,000 and $9,000 a token, homie. So food for freaking thought. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Twinkster's here. He's got a value of about $11,475 a token. That's definitely not outside the range of possibilities, homie. And I think especially for Mickey D's workers, well, at least here in Texas, not the ones in Cali, because the ones in Cali, bro, Mickey D's workers in Cali rolling in Lambos and shit like that, if they're getting paid that much dinero, you know what I'm saying? But dude, if you freaking get 3 IOV tokens, bro, and you play the rule of 3, bro, dude, you can make a decent amount of money, bro. A decent amount of freaking dinero. By using the rule of 3, especially if you're not making that much bank. You know what I'm saying? So, food for freaking thought, man. IOV is freaking fire, and I think it is going to do pretty damn well, and it is a safe play, bro. And I think it's the hottest coin in gaming right now. Or the safest coin in gaming, better stated than that, man. Of course, you guys know that I fuck around with DeFi Kingdoms. DeFi Kingdoms is a great project. And dude, there's so much shit to do on that freaking game, bro. There's so much ways to make money, from flipping NFTs to freaking selling pets to freaking doggone doing quests and all that other stuff, farming freaking doggone drops that you get from your enemies. Dude, there's so much shit to do there, bro. But IOV is hands down the safe play, and I think IOV is even going to have like 3 or 4 games within its ecosystem, bro. So food for freaking thought, monkeys. Food for freaking thought. IOV is a little bit safer than all the other tokens, hence why I do like talking about it, man. I do definitely like talking about it. So let's move on to the next token. And dude, shout out to Miguel and Charlie on this one. They did mention Ton. And there was very few people talking about Ton when it was quiet and it was not moving. I'm glad that I was one of the channels that went ahead and freaking talked about Ton, bro. And if you look at my YouTube history, you can see that I did have it on my charts, bro. As a matter of fact, let's see if I can pull this up, cats. This will be pretty damn interesting. Let me see if I can find a short on a Ton token. Let's see, man. Telegram. Because the founder of Telegram did have a doggone interview with Tucker Carlson. They didn't talk much about crypto, man. Carlson. I hate prepping shit for you cats on the freaking fly, man. I don't like doing that. I don't see any shorts here. Let's see if I can go to shorts. Boom. No, there's no shorts on Telegram. But yeah, man, the founder of Telegram did have a freaking doggone meeting with Tucker Carlson. And I thought that was pretty damn gangster, bro. And dude, you guys saw how freaking Ton token's doing. Share screen. Let's go over to Ton, man. Vamos a ver con Ton token. Current value of Ton is at about $6.21. And the funny thing is, bro, dude, I drew out this chart a long ass time ago, bro. And this is the first time I visited it in like a long freaking time, dude. And you could see that this Elliott wave I had drawn out played out almost perfectly, bro. You know what I'm saying? And currently Ton's value is about 621. So if Ton was to retrace back here on the 4th portion of the Elliott wave, where would we go to? Let's check it out on the weekly, son. Let's see what it would look like on the weekly, because weekly numbers give us harder numbers. See what we got. Of course, I would need to go back to a better chart, but it would not surprise me if Ton does come back down here to about $4.93 before we shoot back up and go into price discovery. But mind you, I do think Ton's been higher than this. This is not the complete data on this bad boy. You know what I'm saying? Let's go back to the daily, man. And this is on KuCoin, by the way. Man, I freaking missed that exchange, KuCoin. I wish I could use it here in Texas, bro. But yeah, it would not surprise me if Ton does come back down here, bro, revisits this area here of about $4.30 before we shoot back up into the 5th portion of the Elliott wave. And mind you, I did draw out this Elliott wave way prior, man. Like I drew it out a long time ago, bro. We were like here at portion 2, bro. And then everything else ended up developing the way it did. So I would like to see a dip on Ton. Let's see if we can see our 20-day cycles on this bad boy. And you can see that I haven't done any of the 20-day cycles in a while, man. Let's see around here. That'd be day 12. I'd have to sit down, cats. And okay, around here, day 14, give or take. So, no, let me draw this out later for you, cats, man. I don't want to freaking sit here and draw shit out and bore you guys with all this shit here, man. So if we activate our EMA ribbon, you can see that ton is riding the current value of the EMA ribbon. I'm hoping that it does break down past it. It does fight down here to about 443. We hit this fourth portion of the Elliott wave, or maybe it will only go down here to about $5.25. So if I had extra dry powder, I would probably DCA into this area here, bro, at about 543. And if it starts dipping harder, starts going down here to about 435, I would throw extra dry powder into this bad boy, man. So food for thought, monkeys, that is ton token. I'm glad I'm talking about it. I'm glad I talked about it a while back, bro. Even when it wasn't moving, bro, nobody was really freaking covering this shit. You know what I'm saying? If we activate our moving averages, you can see that the closest one that we do have is the 50 moving average, and that value's here at about $4.83, give or take. And it's the bottom of this conglomerate of candles that we do have down here. So if we grab this little freaking box tool over here, and we'll drop a little box kind of like the way we do on Bitcoin. And that is currently our support line. And you can see, or our support box, and you can see that this yellow freaking 50-day moving average is running right into it. So food for thought, monkeys, it would not surprise me we come down here. That may be the last portion of the fourth portion of the Elliott wave. Or we may come down here to about $4.37, man. But if we do come to this middle portion of the box, I would definitely start DCAing a little bit hard. And then I would start DCAing harder, bro, into the areas I mentioned. So food for freaking thought, monkeys. That's what I do have on ton token. Let's go over to, we've already covered ton. Let's go over to Pulse Chain. Let's see how Pulse Chain is doing. I know Pulse Chain's been rallying pretty freaking hard, man. Something's going on with Matty Allen. I don't know what's going on with Matty Allen. I don't like keeping up too much with freaking crypto drama, if anything, man. There's always infighting within the freaking Hex ecosystem. That's the unfortunate thing, bro. And, dude, I've never known. I think it's something to do with him doing a sacrifice or something of that nature, bro. And people are like, dude, they're tired of doing sacks or sacrifices, dude. But, dude, Matty Allen's not a bad cat, bro. I've met the guy before, dude. He's one cool dude, bro. The guy is freaking down to earth, bro. He's never really fucked over anybody, not that I know of, man. He's a cool guy, bro. And he's not one of the individuals that's going to end up rugging you, bro. So, dude, I don't see what so much hate is. And I think people are just really emotional right now, bro, with the way freaking the Pulse Chain ecosystem is going. People were expecting numbers to be way higher right now. Like, dude, just have to be patient. You got to be patient, homie. And if you looked at my streams along with Mr. Angry Twinkie streams, especially our tacos and kimchi, we've noticed that, dude, retail's not even close to being into the market, bro. It's not even close, son. So once retail's in, bro, that's probably when we'll see bigger pumps on Pulse Chain, if anything. And I'm saying you just got to give it some freaking time. So food for thought, cats. Food for thoughts. I really don't like this freaking cannibalistic shit that's going on within the Hex community. You know what I mean? No need to hate, son. No need to hate, man. I mean, we're all here on the same team. All right. Fuck it. Hey, let's talk about the fragrance of the day, man. Now, I have heard people complain that these fragrances are juvenile. I say kiss my ass. I don't think they are. I think they're pretty damn dope. Of course, I would say that these fragrances are more for a clubbing environment. I've heard people say that, dude, high school students wear these. Dude, whatever, bro. Whatever. I like these fragrances, and I think they're fucking fire, bro. And the first one is Versace Eros. And, of course, I'm talking about the EDT because there's the Eau de Parfum. And I think there's a Parfum, bro. Now, what am I getting off Versace Eros? Off the bat, man, it's very aromatic. I do get like a vanilla vibe from it, man. It does smell very candy-like, man. It is very sweet, and it does last for a long period of time. And mind you, this is only the EDT. You don't need to get the Parfum or the Eau de Parfum, bro. This one is just fine, bro. This one is good to go, bro. Now, Eros is cool. Jeremy Fragrance always said he's loved Versace Eros. You know what I'm saying? For you cats that follow Jeremy Fragrance. But he does shit on the other Versace Eros, which is my favorite Versace Eros. And I guess it's that way because I'm a freaking Mexican, dude. And I love spicy shit. You know what I'm saying? And I like Versace Eros Flame, the red bottle, bro, with the gold cap. Now, this one off the bat in the opening, you do get like a freaking spicy vibe off this shit, man. And you do get still the same vanilla, but a little bit more citrus, man. You get like a little bit of a freaking lime aspect of it, bro. I like the way this fucking stings the nose a little bit. And no, not like Sex Panther from the fucking movie Anchor, man. That's not what I'm referring to, dude. But yeah, this one is fire, bro. I like this one a lot. I think this one's dope, bro. And this is my favorite of all the fucking Versace Eros. And this is an EDP, an Eau de Parfum. So it's a little bit stronger than the EDT, which is this one here. So, I mean, usually when you go into Dillard's or you go into Macy's and you go to all these other places, bro, these are not super duper expensive. So you can go ahead and test them out. I like this one over all of these. Even though there's 3 or 4 different ones of the original Versace Eros, I like Versace Eros Flame, man. This is my favorite. And I guess because I like the spicy aspect of it, man. These run for about $30 to $40, bro. And, dude, you can get them for super cheap, bro, on fragrance.net. Just check them out there. They always got discount codes there, man. So there you go, cats. That's a little bit of the fragrance of the day. Tomorrow, I'm not going to go live tomorrow. I'll probably go live on Monday. I'll show you some other fragrances. All right, let's move on over to Pulse Chain, man. Let's see how freaking Pulse Chain's doing. Now, Pulse Chain's current value is about 4.82. If you look at our moving, at our 20-day moving, not 20-day moving averages, our time cycles or the 20-day cycles on this bad boy, we're barely on day number 9, bro. Barely on day number 9. So if we push this out all the way to day 14, bro, I am hoping that we do get a dip down here to about 4 zeros and a 6.5. But things do seem pretty bullish with the whole freaking Pulse Chain ecosystem because PHEX did pump pretty hard as of recent. I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about. And that helped bring the rest of the freaking Pulse Chain market up. So either we're going to end up dipping down here to this area, to this green line over here of about 4 zeros and a 6.473, or we may end up coming back to the upside and compromising this green box and going back to 4 zeros and a 9.257. Only time will tell. If you see the moving averages that I do have on for this bad boy, first resistance point that I do have to the upside is a 200 moving average. And it's halfway through this freaking box and about 4 zeros and a 9.312. Let's see what the sucker looks like on the weekly. Let me go to gopulse.com. And that's a badass freaking website to look at freaking crypto bubbles and shit. And to also look at freaking charts on certain coins. And I like going over here for the weekly to see how it's doing, man. Let's activate the weekly on this bad boy. And let me show you cats what I'm talking about. And this chart's a little bit cleaner than the one that I'm showing you on the daily, monkeys. Vamos a ver. So current value right here, man. I mean, you guys know the value. 4 zeros and an 8.208. You could see that on the weekly, bro, we don't have much support to the downside from here. And we could possibly stop here at about 4 zeros and a 5.982, bro. Will it go down that low? I mean, I don't fully know because, again, things were pretty damn bullish as of recent with freaking Hex. We may end up coming up over here, bro, to the next area that we need to go to, which is about 4 zeros, 3 zeros, and a 1.307. That's what I am seeing on the weekly. Now, if you activate the Bollinger Bands, first area of resistance we do have, as per the Bollinger Bands, is here. This 20 moving average at about 3 zeros and a 1.068. The 50, the 100, and the 200 are not even appearing on the screen, bro, because there's not enough data on that shit. So food for thought, monkeys. Pulse Chain is up in the air right now as to which way it could go, but eventually it will end up dipping because the rest of the freaking Bitcoin market will end up freaking coming down to the downside. And we got my amigo here, Tex-Mex, referring back to that freaking conversation we were having about McDonald's workers, cheap labor in South Texas. Hey, you better believe it, bro, dude. Yeah, dude, blue collar work don't pay shit down here, son. They don't pay jack shit, man. It is freaking close to about, some people have said that they pay you like a northern Mexican because that's what South Texas is. Northern Mexico, bro, if anything. You know what I'm saying? So since we covered Pulse Chain, another token, another of my favorite tokens that I did want to cover is none other than fucking Fame, bro. And Fame, current value is at about 30 cents. Now, what I am liking about Fame, what is turning me on about Fame is that we're continuously oscillating sideways, and people are like, dude, Boogie, that's fucking boring, bro. No, I like that shit because that creates a strong ass area of freaking support or a strong ass area of resistance. So we draw this box here, bro. Boom. These are strong ass areas of support, bro. Continuously, dude. Daily. You know what I'm saying? So I like that shit. And the current value right now is at about 30 cents. Every time it comes down here to about 28 cents, bro, I buy. I freaking buy, bro. Now, we did have other days where we came down here to about 20 cents, bro. But, dude, when that shit happened, you're talking about, dude, it happened at like, what, 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning, bro? Good luck catching it at those freaking times, Central Standard Time. So if we grab our measuring tool and we push forward, we're barely on about day 9. So about day 14 to about day 14 would be April 26th to about day 21. You're talking about May 3rd, where we could end up seeing which way Fame is going. Ballpark. And you can see that all moving averages, bro, are way above Fame right now. If we activate our Bollinger Bands, we are riding the 20 moving average right there, bro, in the middle. And that's the current value that we're at. So Fame's going to continue doing what Fame does. But one thing that turns me on about Fame is its market cap as well, man. A lot of people do not know about this token. And the badass thing about it, bro, that it was endorsed by Richard Hart, or Richard Hart referred to people to come over and participate in shorting freaking Pulse Chain and Hex and all the other tokens, bro. So I think this token's going to do freaking fabulously amazing, and a lot of people are not paying attention. Now, one of the things that I am doing with my Fame, bro, I am going to use it to cultivate my PulseX. I do have a decent amount of PulseX, but I want more, bro. And I think Fame is a great doorway to get me there as to which way I want to go with freaking PulseX. Let's see how it's doing on the weekly, son. Let's turn this off first. Boom. Massive freaking wicks to the upside and the downside, bro. Currently, you could tell that we are at a great value to buy, bro. Not including the wicks, but if you only look at the candle bodies, you could see that, dude, you can't really get lower than the general areas we're at right now, man. Fame is at an amazing price, and I think is a token that a lot of people are overlooking, bro. I think it's a fabulous freaking token, and I think it's doing very, very, very freaking well, man. Now, if we look at the freaking chats, I think there was this one cat up over here, man. Where's he at? Where's he at? Where's he at? Crypto Chameleon, he said, Mike. Hey, you know what? I'm holding a little bit of Mike token, bro. Let's go check out a little bit of Mike. Let me get that. That chart's already prepped, by the way. So it's easier for me to show you cats how everything's going on Mike. Mike token, son. Here we go. Let's turn off this moving average just so I can show you monkeys what I'm talking about. Boom. Dude, Mike's at a fucking amazing price, bro. Yeah, son. I like the value of freaking Mike, dude. And what's badass about Mike is that it is on a descending triangle. I know you cats don't want to hear that shit, but dude, I love that shit. I love it when you fucking badass projects are in descending triangles. Well, now, for you cats that don't know, the Mike token, or the Monsters Inc. token, and it's supposed to stand for Mike Lewandowski from Monsters Inc., that one-eyed fucking green monster in the cartoon. You can see it over here, that X with the fucking eyeball and the fucking big-ass smile and shit. You can see that the current value is about, what, 43% of a penny? Great fucking value, bro. We are at about day 16. So give it a little bit more time, like around day 18, 19, or 20. Let's go to day 21. You're talking about April 27th when we could see the final dip on Mike before it starts going to the upside. Areas we do need to compromise on Mike. The immediate first area is here, which is 3 zeros and a 5755. I don't think that's going to be too difficult to compromise because that is only based off one candle. But then when we shoot up, first area we got to beat. Let me draw up a little freaking trend line here. Boom. Keep it right there, son. Right there. And let's make the sucker orange. Make it look pretty and shit. So first area we got to beat is about 86% of a penny. Then we come back up over here to about 1 penny and 6% of a penny. And then we come up over here to freaking 1 penny and 32% of a penny. And the last area is 1 penny and 60% of a penny. Of course, then we go to the all-time high, which is what? 2 pennies and 68 cents, bro. But for you cats that don't know anything about freaking Mike token, let me go grab the deck screener freaking data here and drop it here on the chat, because I want you monkeys to go to the right place when you do freaking get it. Boom, share it here. And you can see it right there. Boom. You could now for you cats that don't know, because I know we've got a lot of boots in here, bro, or a lot of freaking noobs. You can come down here and you can see where it says Mike, and this is the contract address. Now, for you, what I was trying to tell you guys is what Mike does. If you hold this token, it airdrops you a little bit of freaking doggone, a little bit of ink. And if you come up over here, let me see, go to their website, you click on this box right here, it'll take you directly to their website. And let me show you guys how the website looks like. That's it right here. And you can go to rewards and you can type in your address right there and it'll tell you how much you've been getting. They also have the Kitty token, which airdrops you Pulse Chain. So we're not really going to cover Kitty today. There's not a lot of data on that chart since it just recently launched last Saturday, if anything, you know what I'm saying? So what else do we have here, man? That pretty much that pretty much covers all of the tokens, man. Make sure you cats like this video, share this video. It motivates me to keep dropping alpha for you guys. Follow me on Twitter, share this on Twitter. I see 29 people here in the freaking viewing me live. Go ahead and give this video a freaking like. I would like to get 29 likes and shoot me a subscribe, cats. I'd like to continue dropping alpha, especially for tokens that nobody's paying attention to or people are scared to buy because there's a lot of freaking FUD. And this is a great channel to get that data and remind you, bro, like, dude, you can make bank off this shit. Mind you, none of this is financial advice. None of this is financial advice. You know what I'm saying? So I will catch you cats on the flip side. Peace.